Oh man, so it's so many jokes that I can make with this one situation, but I'm gonna do my best to keep it light because a life was actually lost right here. But man, this is crazy. This is crazy. So this was a three-way going bad, and I think I'm convinced this ain't no situation where sometimes people say if it's MFM, people say there ain't no three-way. That's a train. That's a choo-choo. But this seemed like this was actually a three-way because the emotions that was involved and how the outcome came out. Oh yeah, nah. This seemed like it was a lot going on right here in the situation, right? It seemed like somebody had to be getting much more attention than the other homie, and that led to things turning out bad. So basically, what happened? This woman was in Cockeysville. Yes, a woman was in Cockeysville. And she had relations with two dudes. So things was cool. Early in the morning, December 7th, they had their relations and everything. Then the dudes started having an argument later on in the morning. Argument happened. And from that argument, this guy named Timothy Bryce, he got his fire and he struck down the other homie Azane Antrobus. That's the other homie's name. And from that point, they wanted to run. Now the lady did something slick so they can find out what they were. So she was in the car with the guy. His name was Timothy Bryce. That's the guy who got in his feelings about whatever, I don't know, and took the other homie Azane's life. Now as the lady's in the car with Bryce, she calls 911, but she doesn't speak. She was smart enough to understand that they could track her, and they used some of the devices after picking up and hearing them talk about the shooting. They heard the conversation about it and knew, okay, something's going wrong. Let's track this device, and that's how they found Buddy. So this happened in Baltimore, in Cockeysville in Baltimore. The people that know this area are gonna know what I'm talking about, but police stopped the vehicle near the intersection of Mays Chapel Road and Budley Circle in Cockeysville, according to the court papers, and that's when they found Bryce, who they said had a 9mm Glock in his waistband. So that's the situation right there, and it's one that's weird as hell. And listen, if you ain't about that, like, don't even try to play and participate. Like, let them freaky people have that, because homie probably got in a situation. I don't know what could have happened. He probably made a mistake and touched last with Buddy by mistake. You do meet the meat action. Ain't no coming back from that. He like, oh no, Buddy gotta go. I don't know what could have transpired and leading from that, but I'm telling you. That's why I never ever in my life ran any type of trains with no other type of dudes. Like, I ain't never want to be a part of none of the activities, bruh. I done heard too many horror stories from like hearing my homies that did this type of stuff. I've heard so many horror stories that I'm like, I'm good on that type of life. And shoot, it's one story in particular that my homie told me that I know of. Like, if the other guys held that over that one dude's head forever, oh, he would probably want to delete all their ass so nobody could ever tell that story again. I'm gonna tell y'all the story on my damn channel, you feel me? Because it is what it is. I don't even know the guy's name that it's happened to. Nobody gonna know who he is because I don't even know who he is. But so my dog, like, he was the trainologist. Like, this man was a conductor. Like, all he did was run trains on chick. That's what this guy did in his life. His whole high school career, college career, and a little bit of his adult career, he probably running trains now on Scribbers and shit. That's what my dog like to do. They ain't never been my vibe. So on this one particular night, they said that they was running a train on this one girl. They in there, they clapping the cheeks. Dudes going one by one, dark room. Now there's some hidden rules in this whole situation. I don't really know about none of the hidden rules, you feel me? I ain't never been part of them, but the hidden rules make sense. And when I tell you about this situation, you're going to understand why this hidden rule exists, you feel me? So one dude finishes and he goes and tags his homie in. Your turn, you go have fun with him. The guy goes in the room and begins to do his thing. You know, he giving the back shots, clapping the cheeks from the back. Fellas, y'all know what we like to do when we clapping the cheeks from the back. You want to give the cheeks a high five. Tell a good job for doing all the jiggling and stuff. So this guy's following normal procedures. He goes ahead and does that. Boom, smacks the cheeks. But as he smacks the cheeks, he feels a thick, wet substance on the cheeks. Pulls his hand back, and it's the other man's kids still on the cheeks. And that right there is in violation of the third rule of the train commandments or whatever. I don't fucking know. But that shit right there had the homie pissed off because he had the other man's kids on his hand because the other buddy didn't climax inside the rubber. So he was left to deal with that disrespectful issue. Now that right there, situation like that can cause a man to snap. That can cause a man to snap. So whoever is the dude that dropped them kids off in them cheeks, with me seeing this situation right here, you gotta wait easy with whatever happened to you. Your homeboy was being nice to you, because things could have turned out for the worst, man. The situations like that definitely kept me away from all that. Just too many bodily fluids just mixing all up. You mess around and you dudes be, it's just too much, bro. I can't rock like it. I can't rock like that. And I know I done smashed my share of slurs. I smashed my share of slurs, but I'm gonna say that I'm pretty sure that there was baths being taken in between my encounters with the slurs and their encounters with other dudes. Like, I'm just gonna bet on that. You feel me? I'm gonna pray on that. I'm good. I'm clean. So it is what it is. But this is a very unfortunate situation. Fellas out there, listen, it's never worth it to take someone's life over whatever you may be going through emotionally, whatever you're reacting to, dog. Always know, bro, you got to protect yourself at the end of the day. It's tough to get away with shit nowadays. So you taking someone's life, it's taking yours too. Like all the time, taking yours too. So it's always gonna be best for you to figure out how to deal with, healing from whatever wound someone else caused towards you. If it's a mentally, physical wound, you gotta learn how to heal before you cause more damage. And it's maybe some damage that you can never fix. You can never heal from. So fellas, always understand that, focus on that, and learn how to control your emotions. All right, emotional men, it ain't good for society. It ain't never been, and it's a big issue in the black community. This is another black male. I'm not sure the demographic of the other guy that lost his life. This is another black male that's gone over some situation that was silly as hell. This whole situation just seemed like something straight out of a comic book. So another unfortunate situation, man. Y'all out here, be careful. Stop throwing yourself in a situation that you mentally can't handle, and make better decisions. That's all I can say to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for watching to this point in the video. I'm going to sign out. Your boy Stacy, and I rock with you. The reason why, because you rocks with me. Hey, I'm out.